as animators, this is super helpful because this is what are the most important sounds that we need to hit, regardless of language. Even though this is made for kind of English, when we're doing the phonemes, and let's say I speak English, I'm trying to analyze a language I've never spoken before, I can break it down into phonemes, into the sounds that I hear, and I can use those to kind of fit along this range and be able to animate something I don't know how to speak. With that said, you do want to learn a little bit of the language first, because sometimes it's not the same, and you do want to make sure you're not just kind of putting Englishism or whatever language you speak into the other language. But this is a good base. It's very important. So you basically start from the front, that's the most important, and then you work your way back. In Spanish it's definitely not like this. In French it's definitely not like this. There's definitely some sounds in French that if I say it, it's not going to be, it's just not the same way that you move your mouth. So it's a start, but not the full thing. French sounds are a mystery. They are interesting, especially the millefeuille. That's the one that one of my friends just can't say. And we did this. Did we do it on stream? No, it was a Q&A. One of the classes I was doing was trying to get people to pronounce millefeuille to get that correct sound in there, because it seems like it's not that hard, millefeuille. But then when you try to actually make the sounds, there's like a little lilt in there that's very slight, but most people can't quite get if you haven't spoken a French-like language before. Well, it's impossible for me to pronounce though. Yeah, or thought. It's like that word is like thought. It's so weird. And then the G in Dutch is also hard for a lot of people. Yeah, the D in Dutch, the N in Japanese is very difficult for a lot of people to pronounce. What other sound in Japanese? The L and R in Japanese is very tricky because technically they don't really have a distinction between them, and it's a mix of the two. And usually when people try to speak Japanese, it's like they just hit that very strongly, or vice versa for the Japanese. Like an L and an R is very difficult sound because they're not used to saying those two different ones. So it's, when you're dealing with languages, this is where it's very important to study it. Again, you don't have to learn how to speak it. Learning a few rules maybe is very nice, but really just watch. If, let's say I was going to animate a French film, maybe I don't speak French, and I wanted to animate a French film, I would just watch a lot of French films. I would pay attention to how they speak. How are they saying the sounds? What are their mouths doing when they're saying it? Now, this also depends on the actor. Some actors talk and they barely move their mouths. They talk very stiffly. I was watching a show. Which one was it? What movie was it? Oh, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So I've been watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., the newest season. There's a character in there who talks basically like this. He barely moves his jaw, and his lips are very tight, and he's just moving the corners of his mouth more than he's moving the actual lips. I can't even really do it. It's like this part is still, and he's doing this as he's talking, which is very, very interesting to see how that moves. Like, I can't even do it. I can't keep that part, the middle part of my lips, still enough. So some people talk differently. Other people talk with big mouth motions and really exaggerated motions. So it's trying to weed that out and look for the commonalities in the speech. And then, of course, there's all the accents too. So, for example, in English, just in the States, you have the Minnesota type accent versus the Texan accent versus the New York accent versus Boston versus California surfer dude accent. It's very varied, and same with any country.